Hey everybody, DCT here. How y'all doing tonight? I'm doing fantastic. Hopefully, people are on here. I don't even know. I can't even tell. Trying to get that all up for you guys so we can talk and everything. But I'll just let some people filter in here while I'm doing this too. So hope the stream doesn't cut out because it says it just did. So I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about Terrence Williams and all this stuff. So just let me make sure that everything's all up and running, and we'll talk about Terrence Williams. Alright, so it says it's going pretty good. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but, I can't, I don't have my green screen right now. Alright, perfect. So, sounds good. Looks pretty good. I hope this looks off a little bit. But I just want to talk to you guys tonight about Terrence Williams and everything that's been happening with him. Just let some people filter in here for a minute. But, Terrence Williams, just let me make sure everything's all hooked up. Alright, so. Oh, also, get off Dak Prescott's back. I talked about this. I was on Mark Holmes' live stream last night for a couple minutes, and we were discussing about Dak Prescott and how this is basically his make or break season. It's not. Get over it. How many people did we lose? We lost Tyron Smith. We lost not Lyle Doug Free and Ronald Leary. 3 All-Pro offensive linemen. 3 out of 5. So, that's not very great at all. And then we lost Zeke. Then Dez, the whole thing with him. And basically the whole thing with the defense, which our defense is good but not great. I think it will be pretty good this year, but let me just say this. Dak beats Cam, win percentage, completion percentage, passer rating, TD to interception. Dak beats Wentz in all those categories. Dak beats Joe Flacco, who was a Super Bowl MVP. He also beats Matt Stafford, who is very good. And now, Dak is going to be better than Wentz this year. The Eagles fans are god-awful, which I'll get to that in a minute. Some are okay. Very rarely, though. But Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, man, Carson Wentz is the best quarterback. Well, he tore his ACL and LCL. Basically what that means, he tore the whole, he tore the whole part, basically. And Mark Holmes said it the best, that he had this injury and that it's hard to come back from. He's going to play with a brace, basically, the whole season probably. And it's going to take some getting used to because you won't be able to have that quick agility and stuff. You'll be more, okay, and you got to get used to wearing the brace. Because of that, it's going to take him some getting used to. The Eagles aren't going to have the Carson Wentz that can, get sacked and slip right out. No. They're going to have the Carson Wentz that gets hit, boom, he's down. He's going to be down for a minute. And he's going to be not in great shape. But my thing that gets me is how Eagles fans think Carson Wentz is so much better than Dak when Dak has the better stats. Dak has had the better record. Dak has had the worst team even. So, Dak has had about 9 bad games in his whole career. His whole 2 seasons, he's only had about 9 bad games. He's really only had about 6 bad games. The one versus Denver. The 3 we lost in a row versus the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Falcons. The game versus Seattle was bad, but not really, because Dez really caused that game. Caused 2, I like to say 3 turnovers. in the one versus New York in 2016, the second one. So he's really only had 6 bad games in his whole career. Get off his back. And then for people to come out and say it's a make or break for Dak Prescott when Carson Wentz, what did he have? He had the offensive line to carry him. He had the receiving corner to carry him. He had every quarterback needs something to carry them. Dak's only good because of Zeke. Carson Wentz is only good because of his great receivers, his good offensive line, and his good defense. Yeah. And Dak's only good because of Zeke. Kind of balances out for Dak. But Terrence Williams, everything, it's just been completely silent, you know? Everything has been quiet this offseason. Well, we've had broken foot for our defense lineman. But that's about it. No drunk driving, no booby gate, no suspension like last year. And now we have Terrence Williams' drunk driving accident. You're kidding me. What the hell, Terrence Williams? Why? Click of a button, you can call someone, have them drive you. You're an NFL player. Who wouldn't be willing to drive you anywhere? No disrespect to Terrence Williams, but why? You're driving a Lambo, too. It's a big money car, a nice car, too. But this could be the end of Terrence Williams. I want to know what you guys think. Tell me what you think about what's going on with this, but this could be the end. If Stephen Jones is serious about no shenanigans, he should cut Terrence Williams. I can agree with that by Johnson. I could. The only thing is Terrence Williams did take less money to stay with the Cowboys, so you get. If I was running the Cowboys, I would be the hard ass owner, coach, whatever you want to call me, that says, mess up, you're done. But Terrence Williams, he took less money to stay with the team. So I just want to say that he's a team player. He came out, though, and said that it's one of those things that happened in a bang-bang moment. Looking back, I'll never do that again. So he knows he did something wrong, first off. He took less money to stay with the team, second off, so he is a team player. But he's a body catcher. I don't like that. I discipline him. I bench him for a game or two. But I don't know if I would cut him, because cutting him, he has the broken foot. No one's going to take him up. And it wouldn't really help our cap scenario. It's better to have depth. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this stuff. And yeah, I know I was talking about last night saying, man, when I first started hearing about the Zeke suspension and everything, I thought it'd be fun to cover the Cowboys. So I started doing it, but nothing's happened. Till now. And I'm finally starting to get a taste of what's happening with the Cowboys. My question is, why the crap you driving with a broken foot? That's a good question, too. That I don't even know. And at 4:30 in the morning, why are you driving with a broken foot and under the influence of alcohol? We don't know. I don't know. They didn't say he was driving under drunk driving, but he basically was. They're charging him with driving public intoxication. But that's a good question. You're driving drunk, you have a broken foot, and it's like 4:30 in the morning. What the hell are you doing? You can get a ride. There's Uber for a reason. He has been, I believe, released from jail. Our receiver set, currently looks with Beasley, Allen Hurns, Michael Gallup, Dante Thompson, Cedric Wilson, Tavon Austin, KD Cannon, Noah Brown, and Terrence Williams. 9 receivers. I'd say 8 good ones. But then you got Terrence Williams. So you got 7 good wide receivers. I don't know. Do you think Cedric Wilson will make the fit? Man, I could. I've seen what he can do. I've seen him. He looks a lot. He plays like Terrence Williams, except not as much of a body catcher. He looks like a little bit of a better Terrence Williams. Wilson, he does. I like him. I could see him making the 53-man roster. I really could. Michael Gallup threw some shade at Terrence Williams a while back. He said, "I don't like body catchers. I do not like body catchers." So that's gotta tell me, okay. So let me say this. You're saying that you don't like body catchers. You're practicing catching with your hand. Isn't that what we need? Michael Gallup has speed. He's got agility. He's got catch power. I think he's got a hell of a good shot at making the #1 wide receiver. Allen Hurns, he's good. And let's also remember, who was his quarterback? Oh, man, Blake Bortles. What has Blake Bortles done in his career that makes me think Blake Bortles is the GOAT? He's had a phenomenal defense this year. But other than that, they haven't done nothing. Yeah, Wilson is a better right. No shade thrown at Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams is fast and everything, but he's a body catcher. As soon as that ball hits you and you're catching it with your body, you may have great hands and stuff, but that ball is just going to come in, hit you, and bounce out. I've done it before. It's happened to me. I went to catch it like this, try and catch the ball, just make a sideline catch, ball, boom, bounced out. And I was like, okay, I got to get more handsy with the ball. Use my hands more. And that's exactly what I've been told. And Terrence Williams, you got... And that's how pick 6 happened for Dak. Terrence Williams wide open. Boom. Bounced off his body. Into the hands of Green Bay. Touchdown Green Bay. Pick 6. That changed the whole game. So you got to catch with your hands. Catching with your hands is a big thing. If you don't catch with your hands, you're catching with your body, which could make the ball bounce out. So, Cedric Wilson, I'm hoping that you're not a body catcher. I'm hoping that none of the players on our roster will be a body catcher this year, because it will just make the team worse and not better. If you want to make the Cowboys better, make America's team great again. Dak and Zeke. But we need the wide receivers for Dak to be able to do that. Okay, we got Hurns. He's pretty good. I think Dak's going to make him look like a great player. Cole Beasley, well, Dak's already made him look like a great player in 2016. Michael Gallup, he looks like a good player. Dante Thompson, to me, he's a back. Alright, I don't think he's the greatest wide receiver. I think he's going to be more as a fill-in. Cedric Wilson, we'll see. We have to see, because I think he could be good. Terrence Williams, with all this stuff that's happening, I don't know if I want him back on the team. KD Cannon, he's got speed. He has speed. Speed kills. But I don't know about him. We haven't seen enough of him. Noah Brown, we saw some of him last year, so he looks like he could promise. Tavon Austin, well, people say that he's going to lead the Cowboys in receptions. That could be good. I think Tavon Austin's going to be good. Yeah, 5 of the interceptions ain't Dak's fault. I think it's more than that. I mean, you got 2 versus Denver that are not Dak's fault. You got 1 versus the Packers that definitely isn't Dak's fault. You got a lot this year that were not Dak's fault. 13 of his picks. And you're saying at least 5 aren't his fault? let's not forget a couple with Dez Bryant versus Seattle. Well, one versus the Seattle Seahawks. That definitely. One versus the Oakland Raiders. That's 5. I bet I can name a couple more if I really start thinking about it. And you're telling me at least 5 of his interceptions aren't his fault? What's going on with the receiving core here? Because it doesn't seem like they're doing the best. 8 of them. Right, yeah. Yeah. So, that's pretty bad. 8 of 13. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 interceptions. 5 of them were his fault. And it's not like he's just throwing them out there. He's throwing them towards receivers, at least. So in my mind, Dak's not that bad. People saying this is make or break for Dak Prescott, they ain't got. I think they're bandwagons. Dak haters are. When was the last? If Tony Romo was playing versus the Atlanta Falcons, he would have got dead. He's dead. He would have been dead. I'm sorry, man. He would have been. He just... Sorry. I'm sorry. But 6 sacks to a nobody. Thanks, Chaz Green. That could have injured Dak, and ever since then, he's been gun-shy to run. He's been afraid of running the ball. Thanks, Chaz Green. I think, actually, he got sacked 8 times in that game. I think 8 of them came from that one side. So, thanks, Chaz Green. You know, with Terrence Williams, though, I love the dude, but you know what? I don't want shenanigans on the team. I don't want this kind of stuff to impact our team. I mean, we've looked at this quiet off season. It's always quieter before the storm. I'm worried that the storm is coming right now, and it's gonna be bad for the Cowboys. Hey, great videos, nice stream, full helmet figure. Yeah, I appreciate that. I love this helmet. You know, one of my friends gave it to me, and I just love that helmet. These 2 guys, I got them as a Christmas gift, and it just always meant something to me. I've been looking for a jersey here. I'm trying to find an old one. Jason Witten would work, but yeah, I'm just trying to find a jersey. Unfortunately, I am doing a yard sale, so I'm trying. Let me tell you, this room is actually from where the camera is back. It's full of stuff for it, so I'm hoping to at least rake in $100 and get me a jersey and work on stuff for this channel. But can you believe how explosive Jalen Smith is without the right? Let's look at this. Let's look at Jalen Smith. All right, you got Jalen Smith. He's playing with drop foot. Drop foot, makes your foot try and work, just drops. He's playing without a knee brace this year. Alright? So that's really going to help us out. I wish he would stay with the leg brace. I wish he would stay with it. Because, you know, I want his foot to heal up 100%. I'm all about having their feet heal up 100. Or I'm all about players healing up 100%. But Jalen Smith, the only thing he's got to work on is really just all he's got to work on is just tackling, because you look at him, he's tackling. Yeah, he's tackling guys 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But by the time he brings them down, because of that drop foot, it's not digging in, and it's pushing them back, and he's getting 3 yards extra. So, you know, that extra yards really helps. You should have gotten the Witten Reebok jersey, those Reebok ones. Yeah, I know, I love the Reeboks. That's what I'm trying to get. Reebok or this is a big money one. It's $350. It's an all-stitched one. I'm gonna try and get Justin Martzler jersey, because I'm gonna get him to sign it, because I'm gonna hopefully be able to meet him when I go to a Cowboy game, because I have a little bit of a connection with him. So, hey Cowboy X Factor, how you doing? Yeah, I'm close to 200. I believe I'm 180. So, you know, I'm getting there. I saw your comment on Marco's video. Should we cut? I think I'm sad about this. I mean, that Terrence Williams, we've been quiet this offseason. He's a body catcher. Let's go over some negative things. He's a body catcher. That's one. He doesn't have great connection with Dak. That's two. In this, that's three. Some good things. He's got speed. And he's got feet. He's got footwork. Oh, not to mention his foot broken. So that'll probably go down a little bit. But you know what? Cutting him wouldn't really do much for our cap hit. Sorry about that. So maybe I think we should. Which games are you going to? I think I'm going to the Saints game. I'm trying to save up for that game, and I'm trying to save up for a jersey. And anything to make this channel better, I'm trying to save up for. But yeah, I hope I can go to the Saints game. I know that's gonna be a fun one. I'm going to. It don't matter what game I'm going to, as long as it's at AT&T Stadium, the Palace in Dallas, the house that Jerry built for, well, Charles Haley, Mark Holmes have been saying this, losers. And you look at it, what have we done? We're just above 500 at our own home. 500. That is not very good. You look at other teams, they're like 700-800 at home. You look at the Cleveland Browns, well, they ain't got much to brag about, but you fear the dog pound because it's the dog pound. You fear Heinz Field because kicking. You look at Dallas, you look at the TV screens everywhere, everything. You're watching Cavs and Celtics. We're kicking them good. I forget what the score is. It was like 22-8. Let me check that out, because I really... I'm starting to every Celtics fan, but I'm not a Celtics fan. I'm a Cavs fan. Second after the Cavs is the Mavs. Mainly because of the Cowboys. 30-47. Come on, Cavs. Let's go. Come on, boys. We got to do this. Let's go, LeBron. Oh, man. 30-47. It's going to be a good game. But what was I talking about? Yeah, Dallas. You fear nothing. Seattle. You hear the stadium and it's loud. It will blow your eardrums out. You fear that, Seattle. New England, you fear the cold. Cold in the weather. It's nasty up here. If the Cavs choke this year, yeah, if we choke bright in this game, we're done. No team loses at home court. If they do, they're done. In the playoffs or finals, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to call them the playoffs, but you don't fear nothing in Dallas. You got the retractable roof that can close. You got the TVs. It's quiet there. You ain't got no loud. Unfortunately, the good thing is I'm going to try and get seats a little low. That way I can get people rowdy and scream at them and get the crowd rowdy down low to hopefully be able to pull off some wins. Make sure you get an extra large or size 52. Yeah, it's a great series with the Cavs. It always is. Thanks for the info. I didn't know, because the Reebok jerseys are, like, extra large, and I'm a size medium adult. That's huge, but, yeah, thanks for the info on that. That cleared a bunch of things up. Draft was fun for me. Yeah, draft. I was glad I got to host it with the best people in the world, Cowboys fans. I got to host it with everybody out here, not just Cowboy fans. We had a bunch of people here. We had a couple Raiders fans. I think we had a Broncos fan. So thank you all. It was fun. I think we can get home field advantage if we get rid of Jason Garrett. Problem, that's why we haven't been winning. That's true. That's true. Jason Garrett. Let me just pull up Jason Garrett's stats as our head coach. Because it's not very good. His win-loss record: wins 67, loss 53. He only has 1 playoff win, 2 playoff losses. We should have 4 playoff wins, 1 playoff loss. You know, I think we would have won. I think we would have made it to the Super Bowl in 2014. And this year, I think we would have won versus Green Bay, then lost versus the Falcons. Let's not get into that. I don't want to talk about that. But I just think that's how it would have went. I think Jason Garrett isn't really our coach, but we also haven't had... People say we haven't had the team. I can agree with that. But you look at some of the quarterbacks we had that couldn't win anything. They couldn't do anything for us. They go to Houston. Ooh, they look good in Houston. Make us look terrible. Really? But then when we had Romo back, doing 360 around J.J. Watt. That's a play I'll never forget. Doing 360 around J.J. Watt, throwing a Terrence Williams touchdown. I won't forget that play because that was a great play. And Terrence Williams, man, maybe it's time to completely move on from the Tony Romo era and move on to a whole new, completely new era. I'd be sad to see him go, but pretty much if we get rid of him, who's going to be the only players left from the Romo era? The offensive line, I'm not going to count that. Cole Beasley. Sean Lee. Does Crawford really count? Secondary, no one. Pretty much only 2 players. So, you know, we have somewhat the team, but other franchises have worked less. Right. I mean, you look at the Patriots. What do they got? They got a terrible defense. They got a mediocre O-line. They got a mediocre receiving core. They got one of the best tight ends and one of the best quarterbacks. But they got the best coach in the world. And you look at what they can do. It's great. You look at Jacksonville. One year they weren't very good at all. They turned it right around. They almost went to the Super Bowl this year. The Eagles, same thing. They turned it all around. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. The Eagles did a good job this year. But we got like 6 weeks on them, so I think we're going to do good. I think the Eagles, I don't want to say this, but I think they're going to come down to earth. I think Patriots are too. I think they lost a bunch of key players. Malcolm Butler was definitely a big one. And they turned their season around. I'm going to see what we can do, what Dallas can do. See what a lot of teams can do. I think it's going to be... I think the NFL this season is going to come down to earth. I don't think the Rams are going to be... I think they're going to be good. I think a lot of teams that were good this year are going to be good. I don't think they're going to be as good. I think the Vikings are going to be good. I think a lot of the teams that weren't great last year are going to be better this year. The Browns. I'm sorry, that's the first thing I think of when I think of bad teams. The Browns. Sorry. I think the Browns are going to do okay. 5-11. Sorry, stat talk. But I think we're going to do okay this season. I can't wait to hear what happens with Terrence Williams. And let me tell you, I hope the Cavs win. I hope the Dallas Cowboys do something. Terrence Williams, whatever happens to you, good luck, man. I want to thank everybody in here for joining in. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace off.